This week's episode of AI Raid covers the major developments from the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in China, India's sweeping tax reforms, protests in Indonesia, and dramatic moments in global diplomacy. The largest ever SEO Summit was hosted by China in Tianjin, bringing together leaders from across Asia, including Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Chinese President Xi Jinping, and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Modi's visit to China, his first in 7 years, was marked by significant diplomatic engagements and warm receptions. Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping held bilateral discussions highlighting a reset in relations. Both leaders agreed that India and China should be partners, not rivals, emphasizing mutual trust and respect. The border situation was reported as peaceful, with disengagement since their last meeting in Russia. India and China also signaled a resumption of direct passenger flights, previously suspended after military clashes. Divergences remained, notably on issues like strategic autonomy and counter-terrorism. India raised these, but China did not mention them publicly. Other meetings included Modi's talks with key figures from the Chinese Communist Party, signaling that an India-China reset is a priority for Beijing's leadership. A bilateral meeting between Modi and Putin stood out for its warmth and camaraderie, even going viral on Chinese social media. The leaders carpooled to their meeting and shared candid, unplanned moments, reaffirming the strong India-Russia friendship despite international tensions. Key topics included continued cooperation in oil trade despite US tariffs and pressure, dialogue on the Ukraine war, with Modi calling for peace but maintaining ties, announcement that the next India-Russia summit is scheduled for December in Delhi. India announced its largest tax reform in years, making over 400 goods and services cheaper. This change aims to benefit consumers and stimulate the economy. Deadly protests erupted in Indonesia this week. Although details weren't deeply discussed in the show, the situation has drawn international attention. India secured an international statement condemning a recent terror attack, marking a diplomatic win and exposing Pakistan's role as a sponsor. Both sides signaled willingness to reset relations, but outstanding issues remain, such as border disputes, trade deficits, and China's support for Pakistan. Prime Minister Modi met with leaders from Myanmar, Central Asia, and Southeast Asian nations to strengthen partnerships and develop new trade routes. India also challenged China's Belt and Road Initiative, advocating for sovereignty-first connectivity and showcasing Indian-led projects. The US responded with criticism. White House trade advisor Peter Navarro accused India of supporting authoritarian regimes through its Russian oil purchases, invoking caste and corruption stereotypes. The show refuted these claims, pointing out Western hypocrisy. Europe continues buying Russian gas, and the US imports Russian uranium. Notably, India also supplies refined diesel to Ukraine, further complicating the global narrative.